Hello, everyone, and welcome back to day 4 of the One Road New England week of Geoguessr, leading up to the launch of the One Road New England blog. Today, we're going to be going through the map of Massachusetts, and I'm actually joined by a friend of mine from Massachusetts.
Hello.
One thing that's going to be very interesting is that Massachusetts is one of the states, the first one, I believe, that we're going to see that has multiple different area codes. One of the things that we haven't really seen too much in previous episodes is that area codes are kind of a big deal when you're guessing things, and you have all of them memorized in the US?
Not all of them, but a good for at least the larger populations. I have that.
Well, that's going to be
Just
very fun.
just for the large population. Yeah, just for the large population of each state.
Well, in that case, I think that it's good for us to get started. We're going to see a lot of different urban rounds here in Massachusetts, but also probably get some cool rural rounds around the western part of the state. Hopefully, we can get some 5Ks, and let's get started with good old classic default settings. First game, let's go.
Well, you know my deal. I like phone numbers.
Yes.
I don't
So
see any immediately.
not quite yet. It
Oh,
does
this
look
looks
like.
this looks like east.
Yeah, it does look east, but not quite like metro area
Well, like
east, in my opinion.
not coastline, but I don't know, Wellesley.
Yeah, it could be like Wellesley to Worcester, somewhere in that kind of region over here.
Oh, it's very Massachusetts feeling.
It is very Massachusetts feeling, that is true. Let's see if we can find kind of a main drag here. We've got a 25-mile-an-hour zone. Does that
Oh, it's
tell us
inclusive.
anything? Town of Bellingham.
Bellingham. Okay.
Alright, so where is Bellingham? There it is.
Bellingham's right there. Yep.
Alright, so we're going to be in Bellingham. Let's see if we can get an exact street lineup here. Do we have any street signs?
No
Unfortunately, it
street
looks like we
signs,
don't.
no. Is everything in the mailboxes?
The mailboxes usually won't have any
That's true.
big
Sometimes
meadows,
they
but
do.
oh wait, we've got Fairway Drive. Do we know what street
Okay.
that we're on
There you
though?
go.
That's the big question. I don't think so.
No.
Well, let's start
Well,
looking
we
for
can start
Fairway
with finding
Drive.
Fairway. Yeah.
It might take a while. I kind of want to get an idea of what our main road is here. What's that? Egan's Pub, the New England Country Club. That's actually going to be very helpful. So we're near a golf course. That's going to be
All right.
in here. I don't quite
It's
see
probably near
the
one
golf
of
course
Patches
yet.
the Green. Not downtown.
No,
Oh, we've got 9 seconds.
we do.
I'd say somewhere around there seems good.
Yeah, I think this might be the best we're going to get. And looks like we were actually just south. Whoa!
Whoa.
Well then, that's a little interesting
Were we
Massachusetts
in
map. It
Woonsocket?
actually, it gave us one that was right across the border in Rhode Island. But that was New England Country
That's
Club there. I didn't think that that was going to
that's
be
not.
Bellingham, but that
No, that was
seemed more
Bellingham,
like
wasn't it?
Blackstone, yeah. I don't know. That does
We
line up.
had-
We do have Fairway Drive there and all that. That was in Massachusetts, but there wasn't actually a
Yeah,
sign
and
that said we
there
were
is a
crossing.
New England. There is a New England Country Club there, which maybe Bellingham. I don't know. I don't know
It was,
Bellingham's borders, so.
now that I think of it, if I can find that sign again, which was this way.
Well, Bellingham might be one of those cities. If you take a look at the state borders of the city borders of Bellingham, it might be one of the ones that go all the way to the Rhode Island border.
Maybe.
So no, Franklin has like something similar.
Let's find out. It does go all the way down to the border. So yeah, that does check out. So yeah,
That is Bellingham.
looks like we've got another pretty kind of suburban round. This one might be a little further west though. I'm guessing with
I
that
think
with those
so.
pine trees and the hilliness.
Foliage, especially foliage. Foliage. I can't say foliage today.
That's okay. Okay, so we were on Ocean Street. Good
Oh,
to remember.
definitely more rural, especially those signs.
Oh, we've got a really pretty lake here, actually. I'm curious
Oh,
if we can
what's
get a
behind
name.
you?
Drinking water supply area. Can't
Quabbin.
really tell what it is. It could be the Quabbin, actually. That's a very good point. The Quabbin being a huge reservoir supplying all of Boston and Boston's metro area. Where on the Quabbin could we be, though? We're facing... That's a view of it to our south, so... If we're
This
gonna
could
be on the
also be
Quabbin...
Cambridge's. This could also be Cambridge's water supply, which is a little bit
I would...
what is it, Stony Brook?
I'd be very surprised if this is Cambridge.
No, it's
Considering we really...
Cambridge's water supply. Stony Brook,
Oh, never
Farm
mind. Ooh, I actually
is
don't know.
somewhere out here. Yeah, it's actually right there.
Cambridge Reservoir is right there.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It
Oh, it
could...
could be out here.
Maybe. I'm just thinking we'd
Well,
see 95
I'd
on the
say
other side
keep
of
on
it.
looking. So we have about 30 seconds left.
Alright, looks like we've got a thing here. Ooh, 7! We're all the way out here. Alright. So
Oh,
we're gonna
really
be
far out.
on 7 looking...
I'd say Great Barrington area, maybe?
Maybe. I mean, that could make sense if we're... Oh, actually, that's in Connecticut. Never mind, that can't make sense.
Oh, could be, wait, go a little south for a second. Right there, Lanesboro, near the pond.
I don't think we're in Pontusic. That lake...
Pittsfield,
Oh, actually, we could be.
yeah, we could be there.
Pex Road. What about right here? Alright,
Oh.
it was Pontusic, my bad. I actually have been up on this Bull Hill Road. I've never really driven down to
Never
Ocean
actually
Street, though.
been. I don't go west that often, so I haven't been that area in a while.
Yeah, Pittsfield is surprisingly actually quite a nice little city.
Yeah.
The town itself is kind of a little artsy city center there. And then these northern parts have a lot of really nice kind of more like summer home lake kind of areas, but nice places. Alright,
Right.
moving on.
Oh,
This looks a little more urban to me.
I see a sign. See a sign back there.
We do have a 237.
A 237. It's only got the.
Not a
Doesn't have
3
the first three numbers.
Styles in Westminster. Ooh, do we have a town name? Newton. We are in Newton.
Ah.
Alright, so that was quite a bit more urban. But let's
Problem is
see.
now, are you thinking North Newton or South Newton?
That's
They're very
the big
different.
question.
It's got two different vibes.
2-hour parking. Which half do you think it is? It's definitely a
I'm
more
gonna-
wealthy
I'm
half,
gonna
I would
guess-
guess.
I'm gonna guess South, because I don't know if you've ever seen rich parts of Newton, but like they're rich.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to see if I can
at least
find
the high
something
school.
interesting here.
Fun fact: Newton North, I believe, is one of the most expensive high schools in the country.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah.
Alright, so we know that we are in Newton, but we're looking for...
What street was it again?
Oh, I'm forgetting it. Westminster. Westminster is the street that we're looking for.
Westminster.
Let's keep moving around, see if we can find a something or other to pinpoint exactly where we are. Maybe a school or some sort of
Maybe-
major thing that would be on the map.
I'm getting a feeling it like I don't know, maybe around Newton Center area, because like this feels like just off there, you know?
In fact, actually right here, this looks like we're kind of getting close to the downtown. There's
I'd
30?
say place it around Newton Center, because I think currently we're in like Newtonville.
Barrows. Alright,
Newton, where's Newton Center? Oh, right
center's
there,
down here.
somewhere around there.
So we're facing south, so probably gonna be somewhere...
I'd say it's south of Newton Center. Oh,
It was a little bit south of Newton Center. We were coming in from the southeast here, but yeah, there's Westminster Road. We were right on the end of it.
pretty close.
That's still a 48K, or 4800, so very nice. Up next,
Yeah.
this
You know,
has
these
one or two
phone
places.
numbers. Phone numbers are not going to help very much this round. It looks like.
Phone number's not helping much at all here. We got
One-
30. This
Oh, a
could
lot of
be
mailboxes.
either, most likely, the first place I would guess would be the western part of the
What's that?
state.
Did you
no
see
word-
that trail sign back there?
No words on that sign, unfortunately.
Ah, all blurred out.
Yes.
It's definitely western. Quite a nice drive though.
It is. This could be in the Mount Greylock region.
I wouldn't be surprised. I like Great Barrington, like sort of like East Hampton there sort of area.
Hold up. We got
What
a
was-
sign here. Not going to give us much. I'm going to head back to the
I
start.
think that might just be a hunting sign.
Maybe. I'm heading back to the start just so that we can get an idea of kind of a more
Well,
major
this
road.
is- There we go. I think
This
there's a
looks a little better.
sign.
Oh, let's get a look at that view for a second. Yeah, we are definitely going to be somewhere
Somewhere
out
definitely
west.
west.
Mount Greylock is
Maybe
here,
East
so we
Ham.
might be like in one of these roads, or
Possibly
like down
like East
here.
Hampton area, but not sure.
Maybe.
I don't know how far we are from the mountains. Oh, this is pretty fancy.
Pretty fancy.
Maybe probably not East Hampton then. A lack of signs though.
Hmm.
Wealthy though. Feels real wealthy.
Very. Let's see. 413. So I think
413. I
we're looking
believe
west.
that is the entirety of Western Massachusetts. So it's not
Yes.
going to be very helpful.
Not too helpful, but that does certify that we're not going to be on anywhere on the South Shore. We were on 7 actually, so that was correct. But looks like we were looking right into the Green Mountains there of Vermont.
Okay.
Yeah, right in
I'll be honest. I've
Williamstown.
never been that far. Oh,
I've
North Adams maybe, but not that area.
yeah. I've been North Adams. I believe I've been to Williamstown just once, but mostly just as byway to get back to 7.
Yeah. It's just sort of just a way to get through.
Yeah. These towns very pretty up here, though. I really do like this kind of region right to the south of Vermont. It looks like
Oh,
we're at a
that's
college now, though.
absolutely. This is a college campus. Take a look at the symbol. Oh no, it's just a very weird array of bricks up there.
Nothing there. Don't
Handicap
have
parking.
anything on the handicap parking sign. We're looking for any sort of advertisement that might be it. Amherst. We are at UMass Amherst. I
Amherst
believe
College.
the largest college in New England, if I'm not mistaken.
No, correction. This is Amherst College, which is slightly different from UMass.
Oh, it is. Well, actually, I did click on Amherst College, so I'm a little happy about that. I'm gonna call it not a misclick, even though it absolutely was.
Yeah, this is. It's one of the fancier private schools in the area, I believe. It's like, I think it's considered like a tiny Ivy, or whatever it's called.
Let's see if I can get any names of the buildings here.
I think there's a road back there, wasn't there?
Barrett
road
Hill
sign.
Drive.
Yeah, Barrett Hill. Barrett
Okay,
Hill
so
Drive,
here's
right
Barrett
there.
Hill. This is
That's
going to the west. We actually might be right
Let's
where I
be
clicked,
honest.
to be completely honest with you.
I think you're on spot there, right in front of the library. I think.
Yeah. Although,
So
let me
take a guess.
see.
You're
Well, actually, we might be at this James Hall.
Barrett Hall, there, right there.
I'm trying to
Let's see.
exactly pinpoint it here. Since Massachusetts is such a small state, you have to get pretty close. I think within 15 meters to get the 5K. So, moving east, we've got
That's
a
where you
little,
get quadrangle.
a little bit of a
You also got
southeast turn.
quadrangle drive. You can zoom up on that. See if you can see quadrangle. Yeah, so I think you should be
That does make
in
sense to
front
be
of-
right there.
somewhere. I'd say that's good, right in front of the library.
Let's go for it. 5K?
There
we go. Right within that 15 meters. Very, very nice. That's going to be over a 20K, and that is our best score we've gotten so far. A little bit better than the 20K we got on New Hampshire. But it was just, I think, this one up here in the Williamstown region. Other than that, everything else was very nice, except for that first one, which still a little angry. It was right across the border in Rhode Island, but that's okay. Very close, so I'll take it. Still a good score. Alright, so next game, as always, we're going to move this down to 40 seconds, a little bit of a competitive style. No moving, no panning, no zooming. We're going to be looking at a picture, and let's see if we can figure out where it is.
Alright.
Alright,
Oh, that's
picture time.
a hard one.
It is a tough one. We've really got nothing here.
It's definitely on a main highway. I'd say like a
No,
state
but
one, probably.
it could be a state highway or it could be a U.S. highway. Although the only ones that we're gonna have are 3.
I know, but you've got sidewalks there.
Oh, we do have sidewalks. Could be in a town.
Makes you think it's in a town. I feel like
Yeah,
That's not bad. Yes.
I'm kind of thinking it's gonna be around here, but we need a northeast road. Sudbury, I don't think that's gonna be big enough. Yeah, it was actually
Ooh.
south. It was down in Dedham.
That's
Um,
our area.
It is. Yeah, Well, that was
Oh,
right in West Roxbury. That was technically Boston right there. Looks like we got an old mill town.
definitely, definitely. Lawrence, Lowell, sort of that area.
Yeah,
I'm
that
gonna
does
guess
make a lot of
Lawrence
sense.
though.
That's
Actually, it has
true.
to be Lawrence.
All right, so I don't think quite right there.
I don't know.
No, we're gonna have to
Definitely
have.
near, definitely near the rivers. It's got to be near the rivers.
It's got to be near the river.
I mean, it could be Haverhill too, but like I think it's a little too far out.
Facing northwest, so I think we're gonna be on the Merrimack. Could be Andover. Maybe not Andover. Where do
Definitely
we
not
face
Lowell. Lowell's
northwest?
got a certain vibe to it.
Oh
Oh,
wow, we were
really?
way south. We were down in Webster, actually, right on.
Webster.
Do we have a name for this river? I don't even know if
Oh,
this river
I
has a
guess
name.
it's the French River. It's
Oh,
right
it is the
there.
French River. You're right. Yeah,
Ah,
way
yeah, I
down in
forgot.
Webster.
Not surprising, honestly. There's a bit of industry here.
Honestly, my
Or used to
first
be.
guess was gonna be Pittsfield because there are a couple old mills along this river here, but
That's true.
um, I honestly Webster's kind of shot in the dark there. I had
Oh,
no idea on that one. All right, we're looking
uh,
at another pretty
25
rural one
miles per
here.
hour.
25 miles per hour.
Pretty well maintained, I will say.
Well maintained, but also we've got kind of this graininess to the road, which,
That's,
if I'm not mistaken, you
I
see
don't know.
more around the western area.
I'd say maybe Savoy.
Maybe Savoy. I think we'd probably see a little bit more if we were on Savoy, and this is definitely a very small road to be just a major route like that.
Very pretty
Facing
road though.
northwest, we could be in Dalton, maybe? Actually, that could make a little bit of sense right there, but no, that looks
Ah,
like
Fitchburg.
Fitchburg.
I feel
Again,
like every
another
single time.
pretty central spot there. This sort of Worcester, like longitude here. That seems to be where we're hitting a lot of the
I
issues.
feel
But
like Fitchburg's a big one for like when you don't know where it is.
that's
It's always a
fair.
good guess.
I mean, Fitchburg is very urban in the center, but these little outside points here make a little more sense for a spot like that. Oh, I wish I could see what that sign says, but looks like we're a little bit out of it. We've cut the American flag
Graveyard.
over on the left there. We are on some sort of major road, but it's a little too overexposed to see exactly what that sign says, which is sad.
Definitely an older sort of place, but I can't really get a good vibe, you know?
I mean, I could even see somewhere like Pembroke, Kingston, Duxbury, Plymouth area, but we're facing north,
Ah,
maybe a little bit further inland, maybe around Hanover, Hanson,
Hano-
maybe.
Hanover?
Fernhill? No, I don't think so. And actually, we were way
Wow,
out
the
here in
Cape.
Wellfleet, so
Wellfleet.
South Shore was the right vibes, but I didn't think we were going to be right there on the Cape.
Ugh.
And that was actually Route 6, which is a road I've driven a few
Really?
times. And hopefully, one day for one road. We've got one
Oh,
more year, and
definitely
again, a little, yeah, it definitely does seem suburban, but this is just a tough one. Like I said at the beginning, Massachusetts being such an urban state, we really don't have a lot of clues.
I could see like Tewksbury, like sort of like area.
Tewksbury could be a good option here.
Or it could be also Drake. Drake's not a bad option as well.
Yeah,
Foliage
kind of
definitely
these
good.
more farmy towns up near the New Hampshire border. That could make
I
sense.
say Drake it seems familiar, plus we've been on a drive near there.
True, we have driven around Drake, so that could make sense. Actually, we were just on the other
Oh,
side of Lowell and Chelmsford here. Actually, a pretty decent score, 4,000 there.
Chelmsford makes sense though.
Yeah, we were right in those kind of around Lowell
Definitely
farm towns.
more wealthy, so it makes sense.
Mm. All right,
You know?
7,000, not too bad. Although that one, the second round there, where we went down here to Dudley, actually. That was a tough one. That was a really weird round.
Yeah.
Actually, if we turned around here, even then, this is an interesting
help
little
as
town
much,
to
I
be
mean.
right on. Is that? No, right on the Connecticut border, actually. So yeah, interesting. But with that, that is the end of today's episode. Tomorrow we will be moving into Rhode Island, the smallest state on our list and probably the most challenging, although we are going to be able to see a lot more kind of coastal rounds, hopefully, with that. So I'll see you tomorrow, and remember, this Friday, One Road New England will be releasing uh, with our final episode of this series. So have a great night.